tremendo desayuno, tío. All right. What the hell? It's fucked up, y'all. It's fucked up. It's been past 51 days. Still no arrest. They could have charged somebody by now. The FBI could have been investigating while they're in jail, serving time. The FBI could have been investigating while somebody was in jail doing time. I want y'all to pay attention. Pay attention, yo. I'm gonna stop making content. I'm gonna start just planning a massacre instead. You know what I mean? Let's see if YouTube capture that. Let's see how fast that'll catch the algorithm. Or maybe it'll be too late and then over 50 people might go down. But who are the 50 people? Nobody knows. Just random. Man, I told y'all, man. Failure Bureau of Investigation. The Failure Bureau of Investigation. FBI ain't shit, y'all. This country ain't shit. You mean to tell me with all that corruption that's going on in Mississippi, you mean to tell me that nobody cares to end all that corruption that's going on? They arrested a which is good. I mean, it's good that they arrested the 49ers owner, the owner of the 49ers San Francisco football team, because it seems that he probably got who knows whom prostitutes and shit. Maybe one of those prostitutes had gonorrhea, crabs, or some kind of fucking sexual transmitted disease. And the irony, right? Imagine that. Imagine. Listen to this one, right? Imagine that a football team owner got a player, or I don't know, somebody that they know, a prostitute that has sexual transmitted disease. You imagine that? And then they go ahead and they're like, "Oh shit. You got me sick because you got me a dirty prostitute. This doesn't end here." Imagine that. And so then he snitches and tells the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, that the owner of San Francisco 49ers got him a dirty prostitute. Ain't that some shit? Guys. Well, I'll tell you what. Bart did it. Bart did it. Bart killed Nolan Wells. And when Bart pulled up next to Wyatt's boat, that's when people realized that Nolan Wells was dead. What if Alex bring up the audio call? Or it could be the other way around, huh? It could be the other way around, huh? It could be that they killed him on Wyatt's boat on the Triton. And that when Bart's boat pulled up, people started screaming and saying, "Oh my God, is he dead?" Which one is it, y'all? That's hilarious right here. But you wanted to talk about Argentina. Hey yo, if anybody ever mentions Argentina being racist, remind them how dirty their backyard is. The United States. Yes. Remind them what Mississippi does. Remind them of the 1800s. Remind them of all that shit. Now we got Texas Roadhouse. If I ever ate there, I probably ate there one time. And if I ate there, it was probably in Texas, to be honest with you. I don't quite remember walking into a Texas Roadhouse. I've gone to a Longhorn before. But, yeah, this country of ours has a racism issue. A huge one. Yeah. So it's unfortunate that it's unfortunate, man, that this country is still racist and that it acts the way it acts. Like it makes no sense to me. But I completely understand black people and how they feel. Um, you know, I include myself, being a minority myself. I mean, I grew up in the ghetto of Philadelphia, and 17 Mount Vernon, 17 in Fairmount. You know what I'm saying? 17 in Wallace. I'm saying Clemente Park, also North Philly. Just came in. Was the subject? Well, the subject is that there's a lot of people out there that are doing clickbait. So basically, they look at a topic, a trending topic. Right now, there's a few pages out there that have seen what happened to Nolan Wells, and in reality, they're not so much about, they're not outspoken, they're not so much loud about justice, but instead, they're just creating clickbait, even though all of the content that they put together is from TikTok or wherever, and then they use a AI voice and all that other stuff. They're pretty much doing all of that for their benefit. Okay, those people are not necessarily in front of a camera, face to face, showing their face, stating that they want justice for Nolan Wells. They're not stating or saying that, they're not showing empathy or stating, you know, that they share the condolences with the family, with the mom, anything like that. Those channels are channels that people should not click on, walk away from, no matter how interesting the thumbnail looks. It's really nasty. How people try to benefit of a person's death. It's nasty. Um, to each his own. But yeah, definitely find content creators. There's a lot of people that are covering the topic on a daily basis. So it's okay. Like, just find the content creator that gets in front of a camera and actually talks to you guys and shares information, opinions, whatever the case may be. Um, Unfortunately, YouTube and a lot of these companies, they don't care about people and their insecurities, and they don't care about illegal actions taking place. So they go ahead and just let them do whatever the hell they want. Now, when it's profiles like mine and yours, they'll try to flag you. They won't have your profile hit the algorithm. You know, they'll do everything in their power. Always expect, hold on. You should always expect, because we know how this world is. Yeah, I hear you. I understand that, but it's like the reason is a topic and that we should bring it up and talk about it is because we need to be smarter than AI. We need to control AI. We can't let AI control us or program us the way TV or television or the media has programmed us. We can't let AI do that. So if people use AI for thumbnails and the thumbnails misleading, we shouldn't be clicking on that content. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be able to have self-control and control AI. So we can use it for a background, we could use it for specific things. But when you're using it from for the entire video from beginning to end, you could use it for thumbnails. Um, but there's some profiles out there that just use it for everything. The subtitles, every single little piece on the video, straight up AI. And the problem with that is, even though it can have good information on there, it can. It's still not original. You know, it's not. I don't like it because there's no creativity for me. I don't see the creativity. You're pretty much using AI for everything, and it's like I rather listen to a human and understand their life experience. You know what I mean? I'd rather listen to somebody original and understand how they feel based off their experience. Because that's what life is about. There's nothing better than visiting an uncle or grandfather or a grandmother, somebody who always has stories about back in the day or what they did, or how they were able to do certain things and how they lived and all of the above. The culture, the tradition within the family. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I always rather listen to a real voice and to understand how they feel, their emotions. You know what I'm saying? They knew AI was gonna be misused. That's the main reason it was created. I think to be honest with you, I think the main reason they created AI is to replace us. They just want to replace everybody. They want to replace everybody. They want us to pretty much do hands-on work. So let's just put it this way, right? Um, different countries can do different things, right? Like right now, there are cities in China and in Japan, and I don't know what other country that are pretty much more advanced than the United States. AI is doing a whole lot of shit. And so when I look at that and I think about China, it's like now their males are gonna be influenced to go to the military, or they're gonna encourage all their males to really you know enroll in their military. And their military is huge. Like they have a huge population. You know what I mean? So women and AI can pretty much do a whole lot of computer basic stuff. You know, pulling information, providing information, input, output. input output, right? Um, and so the hands on the mechanical work. If we don't have robots to do that, we still gotta do it. We still gotta drive the truck and everything. But they got it. Right now, a lot of companies are developing the self-driving truck. They're already testing it. They've been testing that shit. Amazon, all of them. You know what they're doing with truck drivers? They put a GPS in their fucking truck. They put a GPS in the truck so it can gather as much information as possible, so then they could use that information for the self-driving truck as far as routes, speed, anything. Anything that comes down with data. If they send the truck overnight just to save, traffic time and all that stuff, they're gonna do it. So we're losing a war right now. AI, everybody wants to use it, even Hollywood wants to use it, and then they have this, you know, dramatic outburst about, oh, we need people to support the movie theater in Hollywood. And what you mean? You guys have always been racist. I mean, now you're crying and you're trying to use AI and forget about it. And it's really to replace us. They want us locked in, programmed, whatever the case may be. They want to use our features. You hear me? They want to use our features with AI. Ain't that crazy? So our voices, our faces, all of that stuff, they want to use with AI. Now, it's gonna get dangerous as a child of God. AI is a spiritual warfare. I would say so. It's human versus machine. But yeah, for sure. Um, you know what? When it comes down to AI, man, the bad thing is people can pretty much in the future, right? They can pretty much make somebody look like a guilty person when they're not. They can pick and choose. Just imagine like a crime happens, they get the video and they edit the video and make it look like the person they're accusing of the murder is the person who didn't, but on the video it looked like that person killed the other person. You understand? Like it's gonna get dirty. It's gonna get very, very ugly. It can go that way. It can definitely go left. Like the other bad thing with AI that has already happened is the sick people. I don't know. I guess teenagers. I'm not too sure, but they have taken classmates, like a female classmate face, and actually like put it into like a porn. Believe it or not, that happened here. Apparently, happened in a high school in California. That happened in a high school in California. Believe it or not. So it's bad. It's really bad. The female, was highly upset, and I don't know where it has gone. I think they're trying to take the company maybe to court. I'm not too sure how everything is going with that case, but it's terrible. They got the self-driving taxi. They got a self-driving taxi here in California, right? It's called the Waymo, and it's terrible because I'm gonna explain to you how it affects us more than one way. One, The taxi, the Uber driver, the normal person that you see day to day that might have that job or might do that as a part timer is not getting the fare or the tip. He's not getting paid. And the second part of that is those jobs are overseas. You see how that works? So apparently that company has like a data call center, whatever the case may be, out there in the Philippines, and they're the ones who troubleshoot the car. So if the car is going in circles in a parking lot, guess who's handling the car in the next few minutes? Some person in the Philippines who might not be American, one, and two, might not even possess a driver license of the United States. How does that make sense? You see, AI, they're trying to replace us everywhere. Everywhere, in everything. But one thing AI doesn't have is soul. Doesn't have a heart, and it doesn't have a soul. AI would never be able to show empathy. All it's going to do is just apologize to you and tell you how it can further assist you, or if it cannot assist you, or whatever the case may be, provide some contact information, I don't know, for the company and whatever the case may be. We cannot physically fight. Amen. No souls. Yeah, so we really have to control that. The way we have to defeat AI is by we can use it for our benefit, but we shouldn't dedicate our time to those that are just too lazy that they want to do everything with AI, if you know what I mean. So those channels out there, those accounts, whatever the case may be, you will notice that it's AI. I'm gonna basically give you a few pointers here. The body language, the body doesn't move, it stays pretty much still, and the face just continuously talking, and they might do a hand movement and everything is fine, they'll just continue doing the same thing, but they won't turn their head, they won't talk to you like this, lose eyesight, or give you different eyesights. They won't do none of that. They won't pause. If you notice, when you look at a AI video, for the most part, there's no pause. We need so hard for this world, right? Yeah, no, AI is crazy, man. AI right now, it's ridiculous, you know. Um, and so we need to be able to control it. We need to be able to defeat it specific ways, you know. In the corporation world, we have no control. It's whatever. But as content creators or as people, we need to continue to support each other. You find a good channel you like, person, whatever the case may be, that you listen to all the time, and you make sure that you hit the like button and etc. Because AI is terrible. You know how bad AI is? It's to the point where people tell AI to do specific things, and then when they're showing you, they don't even check their work after AI is done. That's how bad it's getting. So the person tells AI to develop this film, video, whatever the case may be, and based on specific names that AI can, images that they find on the internet, they'll put that image in the video. So there's a lot of videos out there that I've seen, whether it's basketball, the music industry. There's a lot of videos out there where there's a faceless YouTube channel with a short or a video. And when you look at the short, you realize that when you know the story and you know exactly who they're talking about, but when they show you the image, it's a completely different person. You don't know who the fuck it is. It's AI fucking up and grabbing an image from Google. Who knows? Who knows where the fuck from? And you're like, oh my god, who the fuck uploaded this video? This guy clearly didn't know nothing, or he doesn't know how to do his homework. He's not even double checking the work that's being done. And it's hilarious, bro. Then you go in the comments section and people are talking about it. You're like, yo, what the fuck? I believe it happened also, if I'm not mistaken, this happened, if I'm not mistaken, with an Iverson story. They went ahead and put a different Brown instead of Larry Brown. Yo, it was hilarious. And then for music, they did it with some artists. It was funny. It was hilarious. They put a different artist on there, and I was like, yo, people are really lazy. Like, they tell AI to do this and that, and that's it. And once they get the output, once they get something out of it, they just go ahead and upload. Bro, that's not good work. That's being lazy, man. And that's why we have to push back. One of the best ways is on the mobile app. You pretty much tell YouTube not to recommend the channel, and that's the best thing you can pretty much do. Because, see, the algorithm is not that good. The algorithm of Google and YouTube is not good. We're all interested in learning new things and everything, right? But YouTube doesn't help us with that. Google doesn't help us with that. You have to like search with keywords for what you want. And then after you click on videos and everything else, or whatever history they have on you, YouTube goes ahead and just throws a whole bunch of programming based on the stuff that you've already seen, or topics that you've looked up already. But in reality, it would be a better algorithm to be showing you everything new that you've never searched before, that you've never seen, that you never thought of, that you might be interested in. No, you have to search for it. You're not understanding what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the algorithm. And yes, you're absolutely correct. There's plenty of channels that will teach you different type of courses, right? But if you go to YouTube right now, youtube.com, and you click on the logo, in case you got to refresh it, whatever the case may be, everything, pretty much everything, you filter to all. Everything that you see there somehow goes back to your history of searching. Okay? What I'm saying is, even if you have a history of searching, even if they already have information on you, YouTube should be showing nothing but new stuff. Everything brand new. All the time. The algorithm is shit. It's to me it's no good. I don't want you to remind me or show me something about 7 years ago. There's times when you know that I feel like they're blocking videos because when you're scrolling through your YouTube app or the website, they're trying to show you videos that you've already seen from 7, 10 years ago. Or they're trying to show you videos from years ago. That shouldn't be like that. They should be showing you all the new stuff. Boom, boom, boom. All the good stuff. And instead, what they're doing is they block it. They review it, they revise it. What they do is they block it. I know how this shit works. People pay fucking Google just to fucking be on the top. To block other people. That's why we have so many shitty influencers that are imposters. You guys call them influencers. I call them imposters. Bunch of fucking frauds. What exactly are they fucking famous for? Going live on a camera? Like, seriously? They haven't accomplished a damn thing, but yet they have a bunch of views, which half of them are bots, by the way. But that's the way that your algorithm works. That's what they're programmed to do. It's what Google and YouTube wants to feed you. All the shitty personalities on the internet instead of all the good, positive, genuine people that can actually give you great knowledge. I'm telling you, man, that's just the way they got it running. It's almost YouTube at this point is it's almost like cable. It's programmed. You just search for you want. It's just on demand. Look, I'm scrolling through it. I'm scrolling through it. Nothing really new. It's not showing me a new trade unless I look for it. Unless I search for it, it's not showing me anything, any trade that I haven't maybe looked up before. Nothing. It's not doing anything. The algorithm is programmed. Is shit. Let me see this real quick. You're not getting it, bro. It's programming you to stay in a loop. The algorithm is programming you to stay in a loop. It's not giving you random profiles for you to look at. But yeah, well, we'll see what Google does when the economy continues crashing. What, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, man. Google and YouTube are full of shit. Pretty much. I'm hoping that Iran makes some good fucking money out of whatever they got over there with Russia, China. I'm really hoping that, as I said before, that this country is on a decline. I really hope so. I hope the economy crashes, and I hope that this country ends up destroying itself. Because that's pretty much all that's left. There ain't shit else. You know, we got a bunch of frauds in the fucking government. You got a bunch of fucking dumbasses that want to divide people. Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican. As if any of that shit mattered. Then you got motherfucking Americans unemployed. Yet you got a bunch of fucking illegals running around. You got fucking people flying across the Pacific Ocean to come to a hotel or to stay in California to try to give birth to a kid just so he could be American. All kind of fucking dumb fucking crazy shit happening always on a daily basis in our country. So I don't know. Hopefully it's on a decline. You know, and that way it can learn from its mistakes or pretty much start all over after another civil war. We'll see what happens, man. Shit's, it doesn't make any sense. Black people fought for rights, but yet there's no hate bill against black people. There's a hate bill against the Asians. Whoop de doo. That's some funny shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, this country is a piece of shit, you know. But to each his own. You know. I gotta light up this blunt again. To each his own. But tell me how that makes sense. Right? Why is there everybody was talking so much shit about Argentina? That was a cover up. All that shit, that was a distraction. All that Argentina shit, that was a huge distraction, y'all. Everybody talking about, oh yeah, Argentina, yeah, the World Cup, yeah, they racist. Man, they been racist. The fuck is y'all surprised? Y'all got bigger problems in your backyard. Why don't you talk about United States? United States in 2026 still racist. You're gonna tell me that England, France, Spain, all those other countries that participate in the World Cup are not racist? They're just as racist as Argentina. But the funny shit is that United States is more racist than Argentina. Y'all didn't see the LSU? The LSU females dragging the black doll on the floor. Y'all didn't see that? That was recent. A couple days ago. Yeah. Yeah. LSU. Yeah. So, you want to talk about Argentina, but I want to talk about the United States and white people. And the Asians and the Mexicans. Why are they racist? Why are they racist in a country where black people fought for rights. 1964. They all came after, but they want to be racist. Why? So let's talk about that instead of talking about Argentina. Why don't we talk about the United States? See, content creators don't want to do that. They don't want to debate me on that topic either. Content creators don't want to debate me on that topic either. You know why? Because I'm gonna hit them with the facts, and they don't know shit about Argentina. But see, when you go to Google and you do your search, you will understand that United States had over 4 million black slaves, and that was on the East Coast alone. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, over 4 million black slaves who were tortured the same, if not worse, than the ones in Argentina. If not the same, worse. But people wanted to talk about Argentina this and Argentina that. Fuck Argentina. Do you live there? Is it your neighbor country or something? Is it to your left? Is it to your north, south? Is it to the right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we really want to take it that far, people want to take down statues of Christopher Columbus and everything, but I don't see them taking down a Catholic church. You know, that religion or Christians and all of that, all those religions that you see, Indians didn't have. Yet they slaughtered and killed all the Indians over religion. It's a shame, right? It's a shame. So when it comes down to all of that, I always I look at the certain things and I'm like, oh, yup, exactly. I see your point and I understand your ideology. I get it. But why not take it a step further? You're taking down statues of this and that, and okay, but why you don't call out the religions that made that happen? Why? That's why I don't believe in religion. I can believe in God because I don't know how the fuck the chicken came before the egg or the egg came before the chicken. So we can believe in God, that's for sure. That's a given. We can believe in high spirit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's a Tory Lanez song I want to listen to, but I can't remember the name. Is it The Most High? It's very crazy, this world, man. How it operates and everything. But the system is nasty, man. The system is nasty. I've heard people say that United States is all about business, and it's true. It's all about business. That's all they care about. It's just money, money talk, bullshit walk. Epstein, most likely, Epstein is not even dead. Most likely, they went ahead and got fucking Epstein the fuck out of jail, prison, fucking took him somewhere. And that motherfucker's still alive. Yeah, I mean, the founding father, he probably isn't that. No, he probably isn't. He probably isn't. I like your name, by the way. Time for Street Justice. I like that name, yo. Time for Street Justice. And that's what we need more of, one way or the other. Honestly, whether it's street justice or us working, we really need to work together. Everybody needs to understand how to work together and what role they need to play. That's the most important part. What sacrifices you're going to make and what role you're going to play in a community of people in order to move on to the next level, or to bring everybody to the next level, because um what we continuously do is we keep giving our time, our money, and our attention to every thing that doesn't benefit us. That's what we're doing. That's the mistake that we're making a whole lot. Yeah, no, for sure. No, well, when I say for us to work together, you have to really pick, right? But see, the beautiful part is black people do have a huge community. They need to understand that there's over 50 million black people living in the United States of America. So what they need to do is they need to understand that it doesn't take 1 million, but it does take maybe 100,000. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you a quick example. The best example I can give you right now is music. Okay, because I was doing it, or I was an independent artist. I'm an independent artist, and I uploaded music and everything, right? So as fast as I can, I'm gonna explain it to you. If I get 100,000 listeners every month, then I get paid a specific amount. And with that amount of money, I'm still free. I'm still I'm still me. I wouldn't be signed to a record label. I wouldn't have to be under the I wouldn't have to be under anyone. I would be in the independent artist, like an independent artist, right? So as a content creator, you could do the same thing. Okay? And you could do the same thing as an entrepreneur. Okay? Um, right? So, oh, listen, the black community hasn't just made a change, or how can I say, a difference in the Asian community. It has made a difference in worldwide. Worldwide. Okay? That's facts. Those are facts. Um because you got to look at everything when it comes down to, food, music, everything. You see what I'm saying? Not just not just an Asian community or a white community or a Latino community, but the world. Facts. I would say so. Um but when it comes down to working together, like people have to understand who to surround themselves with, right? Who to network with. And they also have to understand who they can teach, right? There's people out there that have knowledge and they don't realize that they're being selfish sometimes and that they should be probably helping the next generation learn something. You know what I mean? Like know some of the basic things that they might know, like the trades, becoming an electrician, HVAC, becoming a hairstylist, doing nails, or even a barber, right? Um, those are just some examples, right? And so, all them uncles out there, they should be teaching their nephews the trade, even if they don't want to do that. Even if they don't want to do that or are gonna take that path, knowledge is that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And it's important. And it's also a great bond to have. And so that's where we're missing a whole lot of, or we've been missing throughout the years. Um, because, see, our youth shouldn't be taking out a loan just to go to an institute or trade school and learn a trade. It shouldn't work that way. If they're gonna take out a loan for school, they should be going to become a doctor, or they should really be grinding, or to become a lawyer. Cause that's what I'm advocating for. I think everybody should be learning the trade that you like, trying to become an entrepreneur, start your own company, and then if you go to school for law. Protect yourself, protect your company, protect your community or help out your community, protect your family. Because pass the bar exam and become a lawyer. I think that's the best route right now. As far as what as far as what I see, everything that's happening. But they have to learn, man. We need people to develop similar websites to social media and things like that, so we can pretty much forget about Mark Zuckerberg, and we can forget about Elon Musk, and we can forget about all these people that don't want nothing to do with us, don't want to give us interviews or hire us, that discriminate against us and talk bad against us on their own platforms or wherever they decide to, say these things, and show them that we mean business, that we have the numbers. We have the numbers to make a difference, that we've always made a difference. You know, that they wouldn't be where they at if it wasn't for us. Pretty much. And we really need people that can develop, do these things, and when the rich man comes out with the money and says, hey, I'm gonna buy that off of you, or that idea, I'm gonna take it off of you, or whatever the case may be, don't let it happen. Don't sell out. No matter how much money they're offering you. If they're offering you that money, it's because Obviously, they see something. They see the future in what you got. They want to take your idea and bury it so it doesn't cause them problems on their side or whatever the case may be, or somebody who they might be connected to or related to, or they're gonna take your idea and use it and make the millions and all the money that they want. So you really gotta pay attention to what is everybody doing, what do they like, what's happening, what can they what is useful, you know, what can they use on a daily basis, and think of all these ideas and just put them into an app, website, whatever the case may be. Anything that pretty much improves their lifestyle will work. That's what I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna get into coding, but I'm gonna go independent. Pretty much. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing, and we'll continue looking for more content. There's obviously something here that came out. Big Keish just put out some content right here. I wonder what's up. What's new on TikTok and everything? Because I don't be on TikTok. None of that stuff in reality. Man, this is all crazy, man. That oh no, thank you, man. I appreciate your time, honestly. Man, I still don't understand how they haven't arrested anybody, yo. Like this is crazy. I would have thought that by now somebody would have been charged at the very least. Like even if they fight it off of court, even if they bail themselves out or whatever, if the parents bail them out, this is nuts. Yeah, y'all have a wonderful day. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you.